Welcome back to Comic Book Lounge. Today we're diving into the hottest new release from Image Comics called Dorc. Here's the deal of our hero. He's half-dwarf, half-orc, and 100% doomed, armed with a magical shield that's a little too thirsty for combat. Dorc finds himself caught in a brutal war between elves and orcs. If that wasn't enough, everyone in this world knows that Dorc is carrying a prophecy that says he's the key to end the world. With some insight, let's take a look at Dorc issue number 1. We see a scene of chaos, dwarves, orcs, elves, and knights all fighting, and the narration starts. Here is a sliver of land that separates the kingdoms of light and dark. It is known throughout the realm as the Scar. A place filled with endless war, a graveyard for both guardians of light and creatures of the dark. Legends speak of the Scar as the world's open wound, festering and destined to heal wrong. There is no good or evil in these lands, nor heroes nor villains. Only death from two sides equal in their bloodlust. The Scar, forever painted red. It is a place none dwell for long, save but one creature. Dorc, days ahead. We see a hooded figure running through the forest. We can assume this is the main character, Dorc. Narration starts. He has remained hidden for 20 years, and like any young creature, hears a party and yearns to venture into the world. Consequences be damned. We see orcs eating a unicorn as one is singing. Dorc is in the tree. His shield speaks. Look, there's only a few of them. We can take them. Dorc, shh, I like this song. The shield continues. Oh, please, it's goblin gibberish. You said you wanted to get out there and see what the world had to offer. It's offering us a chance to kill, kill, kill. Dorc, I told you for 20 years now. No killing. I'm not arguing with you anymore about this. You're just a magic shield. The shield. Just a shield? Just a shield? Dorc, don't get defensive. The shield. Why not? I'm just a shield. I'm all about being defensive. Dorc, oh, stop being dramatic. Someone's coming. Out of the bushes jumps a knight, cyclops, and wizard. The wizard is named Frizzard. Cyclops screaming, there they are! The knight. Dark goblins have slain a unicorn of light. Frizzard. Dark minions, prepare for being dead. We see an orc about to chop a knight who's screaming, guardians of light! Another orc yells, kill them all, real bad. The shield on Dorc's back starts speaking, get in there and hurt something. Dorc, what are you doing? As we see an orc and the wizard Frizzard look up into the tree. Frizzard starts speaking. Is that the tree yelling at us? The shield says, creatures of the dark and beings of light, leave the Scar before you're all doomed. Dorc, why are you still talking? Shield, quiet now. I'm psyching them out and psyching you up. The red orc screaming, this isn't your land. Nobody owns the Scar. The shield, but I do. My fists hit like boulders. My skin is made of the finest elm and a heart forged in steel. I am wide in vision, tall in stature, and narrow purpose. Now bugger off while you still have legs for buggering off. Dorc, oh, and leave the meat. Frizzard looking up, yelling, giant tree of the Scar, be you friend or foe, just so we may either embrace you or cut you down in half real bad. The knight, good question, Frizzard. Dorc jumps down from the tree and asks, Frizzard, you're telling me your name is actually Frizzard? Like you're a frog and a wizard and just put it together? Frizzard, yeah, so what? Dorc, that's lazy to just kind of shove those two words together and make a name for yourself. I mean, I'm half light dwarf and half dark orc, but my name isn't. Frizzard screams, it's the Dorc! We see a surprised Dorc say, no, my name is, all the orcs yell together, Dorc! We see a knight scream, the prophecy is true. The red orc, the creature born in the light and living in the dark will bring about the end of the world. They all yell in unison, kill the Dorc! Dorc responds, I blame you for this. Now what? The shield, I've waited 20 years for this. The shield takes over and starts beating up everyone as the shield screaming, violence! Dorc, you're the worst shield ever. The shield, you can't spoil my happy place. Hit something. Dorc, this is why we don't go out anymore. The shield jumps off Dorc's arm and takes out the rest of the orcs and knights. Dorc screaming, hey! But the shield is loving it. Dorc, Get back here, you can't leave me with this mess. We see the Frizzard speak up. Freak of nature, rot in the scar as he casts a spell. The shield comes back and attacks Frizzard before the spell is complete, screaming, your hat's too pointy, toads are better, you burnt the meat. See everyone on the floor defeated, and Dorc says, you happy now? The shield, I told you violence is always the answer. You say that about every problem. Well, this unicorn's burnt to hot garbage, and nobody wants a rainbow runs. We better go find something else to eat. The shield, I only hunger for violence, but we can always stop for Rocky Mountain Dragon Balls and then stomp a gnome's nest. Dorc, no way. Shield, how about horse burgers and then fillet a few fairies? No. Shield, a flay gun, a gulch gravy, and slap a senator? Dorc, oh, gulch gravy, that sounds good. We're now at Gravy Gulch Inn. We hear the shield speaking. Well, you got your gulch gravy, now what? Dorc, what do you mean? Shield, people know you exist. They all believe that the prophecy about you being the old end of the world / harbinger of doom / worst creature ever thing. Dorc, I didn't ask to be born half-dwarf / half-orc and dumped in the scar all alone. The shield chimes in, you're not alone. Dorc, you know what I mean. I'm the shield. I'm nobody with nothing. I'm no prophecy. Of course not. But that doesn't stop them from believing it. You have to choose a side, so we're only finding half the world. You just need to pretend that either the light or the dark is right. Dorc chimes in, both sides suck, and you want me to live a lie? We see a fight breaking out as the shield says, just want you to live, but we can still kill a few things in the process. Is that too much to ask? Dorc, you are a strange piece of protection. One of the men that are fighting screams, you smell of dark pits and desperation. The other guy, you jabbering lighthead spittoon. Dorc says, look at them. They got to be a better way to live in this world. The shield, the light and dark will never end this fight willingly. Best get used to it and choose a side. Dorc, you sound like an old fart. Shield, and you sound like young shit. As we see the two men still fighting and crashing through the tables. The shield, all I ask is that you choose something to believe in. And all of a sudden we see a chicken walking up to the table and say, I'm truly sorry about this ruckus. You deserve to have your gravy gulch in peace. I'll set them straight with my stern voice. The chicken walks up to the fighting men and says, excuse me, O mighty warriors, sirs of light and dark, would you mind taking this outside? As one of the men changes direction and goes to punch the chicken, yelling, get back to the kitchen, chicken. The chicken flinches and closes his eye. He slowly opens his eyes and says, what the buckhawk? We see that Dorc stopped the man from punching the chicken and throws the man through the window. Dorc says, I believe the chicken asked you to take it outside. He continues, anyone else want to harm this defenseless yet delicious looking chicken? As we see the rest of the patrons circling Dorc, the chicken yells, what are you? We cut to a close-up of Dorc as he yells, I'm the Dorc, as he starts fighting and beating the patrons that come attack him. The shield jumps into action saying, great, so you decided to fight everyone. Dorc yells, I chose a side. Shield, no, you chose the chicken. Dorc in a blind rage, I'm tired of sitting and watching both sides slowly destroy the world. They're both to blame for the way things are. We see the chicken walking behind Dorc to tap him on the shoulder as Dorc continues. It's not just good versus evil. Dorc turns around in a blind rage and yells, the world isn't just black and white. We see knives being thrown at Dorc, but he blocks them with his shield. Dorc is screaming, and I'm so sick and tired of everyone trying to kill me for being me. As the shield yells, snap out of it, kid. Dorc, stop. His shield hit something it shouldn't, and Dorc finally snaps out of his rage. We see the outcome of the blind rage, a headless chicken dead at Dorc's feet. Dorc staring at the blood on his hands saying, I didn't mean to. The remaining bar patrons run out screaming, the prophecy is real. He'll destroy us all. Dorc in a state of shock speaking, I would never. The shield, never what? We now see a ghost chicken head appear and say, wow, look at me. Dorc, what is happening right now? The ghost chicken, this is so cool. I'm walking around like a chicken with its head cut off. Ooh, I wonder if my nuggets still work. Dorc, how are you alive right now? Chicken, because you got yourself a death shield. Dorc, is that why you're always asking me to murder everything? Chicken, No, silly. Only a powerful witch can capture death into an object. There's a trapped soul inside that regular old shield. Better than a death goblet or death doorknob. Oh my gosh, you could have been a death shoe. Where was I? Oh yeah, as we see the chicken's body walking out the door. The chicken continues. I'm betting the same spell made my head all ghosty too. Good thing you killed me and not someone else. Dorc, that's a nice way of putting it. And as for you, as he's looking down at the shield, he says, who are you? The shield responds, no idea, but we better go before they bring reinforcements and cut you both into light and dark meats. Dorc is running out of the bar as we see the headless chicken running in front of him and the chicken head floating next to them. Dorc yells, maybe we can make it back to the scar without any more murder, death killing? The shield, you're the only one who killed today. Dorc, hey now, chicken is still slightly alive. With any luck, I can get back to my small, insignificant life free from this world's idiotic tendencies. We cut to a scene of someone entering the light realm. We see now it's Frizzard giving a note to the guard about Dorc. In parallel, we are in the dark realm. We see the red orc giving the guard a note about Dorc also. We're in a conference room in the light realm. We see a high priest or leader speaking. The prophecy is real. The creature born from light, dwarf, and dark orc blood has finally revealed himself. But I ask you to find him first. The light guardians must seize the beast and rip his head from his... And now we cut to the dark realm with a similar scene with a high priest or leader speaking. Brothers, sisters, this creature will end our way of life. We must grab him, smack him a lot, and ram a foot so far up his shoulder the responsibilities to end his life so he will never get a chance to destroy our world. In the light realm, we see the leader point at the people at the table and say, the light must prevail. So every pony, flower, dwarven, we will need the most feared and loyal warriors to hunt the beast to extinction. Gloinspear, the dwarf. Now, in parallel, in the dark realm, the leader points at his people saying, mossy, rotted orc in our land will feel safe in the dark. I call forth the strongest and most cunning, Olivine, the dark golem. The light realm leader screaming, everyone go forth and save the lands of Sunderaine. Dark realm leader screams, scour the scar and bring us the head of the Dorc. Narration. The light will fade and the dark will wane until neither side of the scar remain. In the age of impasse, the scar will split asunder and birth its own end. A creature born of light and raised in the dark will bring forth the end of the world as known. Lift thy sword and kill everything different than you, lest you succumb to the beast's power and go willingly into the oblivion. War, then peace be with you. This is an excerpt from the Book of Certain Doom, Revelations 49:98. Now we see all the heroes from the light and dark realm run out of the kingdoms in search of the Dorc. And with that, this ends issue 1 of Dorc. Thanks for hanging out at the Comic Book Lounge. Do yourself a favor, go out to your local comic shop and grab a physical copy of this issue. It'd probably be a reprint because they've been sold out for a while, but it's worth it for the chicken alone. If you enjoyed this madness, hit like, comment, and subscribe to join the crew. Until next time, keep reading.